Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Sports Group Therapy Podcast. This is episode 40. Episode 40, goddammit, 40.
Sean Kemp has 40.
Yo, man, Sean Kemp also got 40 kids, by the
way. Beat me to it.
Beat you to it. So, yo, this episode we're back in Bayonne, and we're gonna do it like we always do, boys. Start from left to right. We got my boy. This guy got some allergies today, so I'm gonna leave him alone. My boy OG Lou.
Listen, I love animals, but we're gonna have to do something about this guy's cat, dog. You know, maybe have him fight it out to see who stays in the house.
Yeah, you know Wu-Tang. You know Wu-Tang's gonna win it.
Fight to the death.
Yeah, Wu-Tang is gonna win.
He's gonna win it.
Animal lovers who do love you.
Oh, we don't want them coming out there.
Nah.
We got my boy over here, Jose with an 8 stats with Vero.
What's up, guys? You ready to rock and roll today?
And we got my boy, Joseph Blue fucking Pulaski, aka the Golden Child.
What do you hear? What do you say? It's time for the bar exam, okay? Let's just get right into it.
Okay.
Alright, guys, so,
Oh boy.
we're going to Jamaica this week. Oh, shoot. Where's the lighters at? We're going to Jamaica this week. Jamaica Avenue? Oh, no. A little further.
To the island.
To the islands.
Oh, boy, the islands got me talking crazy, boy.
Yeah, we got a little Dragon Stout. It's bottled by Red Stripe, but it's I think it's a little stronger than Red Stripe. We got 7.5% alcohol, so
It's definitely stronger than Red Stripe.
oh yeah,
This is not bad.
Well, let's find out right now.
Yo, Jamaica, man.
This
Is not bad at all.
Really cold though? Oh my goodness.
It was really cool.
Yo,
Wow.
yo.
Alright, I'll give it after drinking this beer, I can see why Jamaican people probably jump on top of speakers and on top of their women. This type of beer will get you kind of nice, especially if you have 1, 2, 3 of these beers.
1, 2, 3.
So I give it 6.3.
Ooh, 6.3?
6.3.
That's it?
Yeah.
I think it was going higher, bro. What you got, Jose?
I like Red Stripe better.
I don't know. I really like this one actually.
God damn. Come on, Jamaica. We are the bobsled team. No
What's it?
one said you know you can't believe.
Plus, what's alcohol content? 7.1.
7.5.
I give this a 7.1 actually. I thought it was really good.
I give it 7.3.
Alright, this beer is one bad mother that doesn't take shit off anybody.
Say it again, Junior.
Yeah.
This is good, Lou. What's wrong with
I
you?
know.
It tastes like soda a little bit.
No.
Doesn't it? It has a
aftertaste.
I'll tell you something. I've never tasted a beer like this.
This is pretty good.
It's very unique.
Yes, it is.
I don't know if I can drink them all night.
It tastes like oxtail and Henny wings.
Does
Does it have hints of curry going in there?
it's a strong curry chicken.
Got a hint of body slam in there?
Yeah, just a little Kobe Kingston in there. It's a strong beer, so you better have a few beef patties before you dive into these.
Soak up that liquor?
Soak up that liquor.
Yo, seriously.
No, so it's 7.5. Just check it out.
Oh, yeah, Lou. I'm telling you, you bugging.
Yeah.
I turn on the lights. Lights out. Lights is in the air. Lights is in the air. Then turn it back on. Lights is in the air. Alright, let's do this. Alright, boys and girls. So now let's get into the serious part of the show.
That wasn't serious?
There is a
No.
serious
I know,
one.
right?
This is a serious part of the show. Comic-Con, ladies and gentlemen.
Whoa.
Comic-Con. And listen, let me tell you something. If Comic-Con wasn't fun enough, I tell you right now, it wasn't that fun. Lou, what was the problem with Comic-Con, bro?
Wasn't that fun?
No, not this time. Last year was
Yeah.
better.
It was cool, but it just wasn't. I don't know. It wasn't the same. I guess maybe.
Yo, Jamaica Kingston.
Oh, my bad. Pull up. I think.
Alright, I'm sorry. Alright,
I think because it was too packed. Yo, I hate people, so like
Yeah, well,
I don't want to be around so many
Except you
people.
guys.
Definitely the wrong place then.
We love you.
'Cause
Yeah.
crowds, right?
No, but not only that. All right,
Let's just get off our chest.
let's just start off by saying this, right? LBGT community, we love you. This is the red light. That means there's some red fire coming, and it's bad.
No, it means there's going to be some un-PC statements being said, and I already see it coming, so I already put the damn thing on.
I mean, listen,
I'm curious. I want to know
Comic Con.
Be careful with that word.
Comic Con has turned into, sorry to say, a gay parade.
What?
And a bunch of trannies, a bunch of Transformers.
Waiting for that light, Lou.
Yeah,
Well,
this is.
I mean, I think
More than meets the eye.
So you know what I thought? I thought when we got there, I thought there was a new Transformers movie coming out. 'Cause I saw all these Decepticons, deceiving people over there.
LBGT community, once again, we love you.
Really? Was that bad?
It was just kind of weird.
Very weird.
And I'm gonna tell you why it was weird. It was weird because Lauren couldn't tell if it was a guy or girl, and she kind of asked me.
Lauren, me and you couldn't tell if it was a boy or girl.
I couldn't tell, and she asked me, "That a guy?" And I'm like, "Oh, damn, Lauren, she's 5 years old."
It's a guy. I didn't really want to have to get into this with you yet. You know.
Yeah, you know, and how do you explain that? I mean, that's the only confusing part about me. It was a little packed, like Lou said. It was a little stuffy in there.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
it's Saturday, man. You guys,
Saturday.
I think
Yeah,
the
that's
last.
the thing,
I have
yeah.
never been there, but I think you guys, the last 2 years, you guys have gone, as if I remember, during the week.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Friday, right? Friday, last
Friday.
It was always a Thursday or Friday. Right?
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, it was pretty cool. They had obviously a lot of cool costumes. Highlight for me was the
Scott Hall.
Ninja Turtles. Yeah. So yeah, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, idols. You know, to me, I'm sure to you guys
Yeah.
too.
Absolutely.
Let me tell you
What
something.
pack?
You guys should not be charging $80 to get a picture with you guys.
Each or like together?
Totally.
I disagree with you.
If Hogan was there, I would have took $80 for one.
If people are willing to pay for it,
Oh, yeah, that's the problem. People are.
I was about to say, was the line long for those guys?
No.
No, wasn't that bad. Actually, wasn't that bad.
I don't know. When I went to see them in well, not them, but Scott Hall was at this event by LaGuardia Airport. He had a huge line for him.
How much was it?
I didn't get the autograph. I just got a picture. It was $30.
That's not bad. See, that's
The autograph, the combo is what they gave. Is how you. I did the same thing with Flair. Flair with just the picture was $50.
woo.
And Angle's gonna be the same thing. So if you want to go, it's gonna be probably $50 for this
This guy, he sold me on going, and now he's like,
Yeah.
all these hidden fees and shit.
I called Julio and asked him. This is not show stuff, but you know, anything is worth whatever people are willing to pay for it. So
And if people are gonna do it, it's like going to a Mets game. You're gonna keep going, right? It's not worth it, but you're gonna keep going.
and you're still gonna pay
You're still gonna pay
$13
it.
for a beer.
Exactly.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. Whatever's in
So
demand,
it's-
that's how it
when
goes.
when they stop selling, the price will go down.
Exactly how it goes, ladies and gentlemen. With that being said, we have a double down the left field line, and Tampa Bay is down.
Yeah.
1-0 right now.
Houston's in
to
business
Houston.
right here.
So
Nobody out.
yes,
First and third.
so speaking about that, we talking about the postseason now, and it's October baseball. Boys, and the Mets are unfortunately at home playing golf. Joe,
No. You can play golf at City Field.
there you go.
Like they do every
There
fucking
you go.
year during this time. It's you know, the jokes write themselves. City Field is literally being right now converted into a 9-hole golf course.
That sucks, bro.
Isn't that just salt in the wounds? Or
Wait,
what?
look, that ball just hit the little stool that the guy's sitting on. Isn't that
That's
like
It's
it's
a
fine.
little
interference?
ball boy.
Yeah, see?
It should be.
So instead of a
interference.
double, he's only at
He's at first.
base.
Oh, it's
yeah.
in
Wow, I got robbed.
Wow. They're pissed off. He's at third though. At least you got to run in scoring position with no outs. All right, so we got the Braves and the Cards. Got the series is tied.
That's a good series. There's
That's
been
a
a
good
good series.
one.
I've
That's
been
gonna be a
watching
tough
it.
one.
Yeah.
You got Washington and the Dodgers
The
tied
Dodgers.
up, which is a good one.
I'm surprised they tied it up.
Tampa's probably gonna go up 2-0 right now, and the
You mean
fucking
Houston?
No, you
I mean
Houston.
Houston is about to go up 2-0, and the fucking Skankies, the Yankees are up 2-0 as of today. So expected, unexpected.
Oh God, I don't care if the Twins won 150 games this year. They're not beating the Yankees in October. They're just never going to. They never have. They always get swept, and they're gonna get swept again.
sad story.
Never
bro.
have, never will. And remember when they had Santana in their prime,
Didn't matter.
and it did not even matter in those days neither. So
Didn't matter
yeah.
then. It didn't matter during the Yankees dynasty.
No.
Is the Twins just cannot
It's
beat
the
the
hump that
Yankees.
they can't get over.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
No, you saw what happened in Game 1. The Twins couldn't turn an easy double play. You know, there's something about Yankee Stadium gets to them.
You know, it's also it's playoff baseball. Those errors are magnified,
Yep.
and
Yep.
it hurt Barrios. He's a solid pitcher, and two of those earned runs
Yep.
were unearned. Actually, I'm sorry, 3 of the runs he given up, 2 were unearned.
Yep.
I mean,
so that
was
falls
a
back
killer.
on there. That's horrible. Well, I'm hoping that we get the same results tomorrow because the Giants are playing Minnesota. So, you know, the New York Minnesota theme. Hope that continues tomorrow, bro.
Sure do.
So Yankees are gonna run through. Now, predictions as far as who do you got advancing right now to this first round? We're gonna say, Joe.
I got the Dodgers.
You got Dodgers.
I got the. The.
Astros and Tampa Bay.
No, I got the
St. Louis
Astros.
and Atlanta.
No, sorry. I got the Braves and the Dodgers, which is going to be a great series.
Ooh, that's gonna be a barn burner.
Yeah, and I know I'm picking favorites here, but I got the Houston Yankees in the LCS.
Pretty much.
I mean, come on,
I got Houston playing the Yankees. Houston beating the Yankees. I got the Dodgers beating the Nationals, and I actually got St. Louis beating Atlanta.
Wow.
And I got the Dodgers actually squeaking by at St. Louis. I think St. Louis has a solid
St.
team.
Louis is tough.
that
Always
they're
tough.
sleeping on. A lot of teams are sleeping on. Their pitcher Flattery, he's been like ace-like. He almost could be a Cy Young candidate this year too.
Yeah.
He pitched very well. So I think the Dodgers are going to squeak by the Cardinals. It's going to be Houston, the Dodgers, and Houston is going to beat them in the World Series.
Wow.
I'm going with.
What you got, Jose? Jose Snacks Rivero.
Well, I got Houston and the Yankees. It seems like it would be the easy one in the American League. National League, I think it's going to be Atlanta, and I don't know, man. I have this thing that Washington's got better pitching.
For some reason.
Even though their bullpen's garbage, but their starting pitching's really, really good.
They're sleepers. Washington
Yeah,
is a sleeper.
so I think Washington and Atlanta.
Yeah.
Oh, what a nightmare of a series.
Yeah, I know, nightmare for Mets fans, but I think that's what's going to be in that.
Well, you say Washington has better pitchers.
Starting pitching, yeah.
I mean, if you compare the three starters, the main one Scherzer, Strasburg, and Corbin,
Yeah.
right? The Dodgers got Kershaw.
He's not clutch in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean he lost yesterday, right? No,
Yeah.
he won.
You won?
He won.
Dodgers, Dodgers are up.
No, Dodgers won the first game.
And who pitched that one? Ryu?
No,
Bueller.
Walker Buehler.
Which is he's also
And
ace.
Kershaw pitched game 2 and he
Right.
lost.
So I mean, I think the pitching might be kind of matched because after that, who did the Nationals have? After
Corbin.
number 3.
It's
After
gonna be-
number 3,
Scherzer, they got Corbin, they got
Strasburg and who
Strasburg.
else?
Strasburg. That's,
yeah, and then
you just go with
that's
those
it.
three
I mean,
guys.
that's it. That's pretty much what you got to depend on.
It's
You
a
get
short
3 games
series,
out of
so
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
5 games, you good. Yeah, I mean, I mean, it's gonna sound like a sleeper, but I think Washington is gonna get there
Mhm.
and then lose to the Dodgers, and I got the Dodgers and the Yankees in the World Series.
Dodgers,
You got Yankees beating the
I
Astros.
think yeah. It's crazy, but I think the Yankees somehow, some way, are gonna get to the fucking World Series.
I think I
weird.
got Houston, but the Yankees can still do it.
Yeah,
because the
I don't
Yankees
know
bullpen
how,
is
but
so
they're gonna
good.
do it. I don't know something.
Dude,
They're not gonna win it all, but I got them going to the World Series.
I think if they make it, they're winning it. You know how I am with the bullpens. I talk about it. I harp on it endlessly. The bullpen is so important, and you're seeing it now more than ever. These guys are going 4 innings and getting pulled if they have the slightest sign of anything.
Yeah.
So,
it's scary.
and the Yankees bullpen is head and shoulders the best.
Yeah. I think the Dodgers are gonna win it all for some crazy reason. Washington's gonna give the Dodgers a run for their money, but
Mhm.
they're gonna get past that series, and I think they're gonna get in there and they're gonna get to the World Series
I
and
don't
win.
think. I mean, you guys are forgetting. Houston has their pitching, man. They started pitching.
Yeah, no.
Garrett Cole,
No one's forgetting.
Greinke.
I picked Houston
Greinke, and
to win.
Verlander. Like
I just think the postseason is a different animal.
It is. Totally is.
It's just different. It's totally different now. And the Yankees right now, they got close last year, and this year, I don't know.
last year they got close. No,
Yeah, shit. Didn't they go to?
no, that was when Girardi was really
Ah,
good.
that was
Yeah.
right. That was 2 years ago. So
Yeah,
yeah,
he got fired.
whatever. But they got 103 wins this year.
Yeah.
They're good looking.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get out of here. Let's get to the Mets. Mickey Callaway got fired. Done. Happy? Happy? Yeah! Yo, Joe's happy. You fucking happy, Jose?
I actually was surprised. I thought he was going to come back another year.
I did
We
too.
all
But I'm
did.
happy.
We
Yeah.
all did.
Except for me.
Okay, we all did.
I knew he was getting
You also predicted us to be in first place, but that's another
second
story.
place.
Jose, Joe, let's finish this off.
Second place.
I think it's fine.
By the way,
I think we should go back and check this video tape.
We should.
But, yes.
let's get back on that. Let's get this guy a quick plug, Joe.
Well, I want to thank my cousin, my great cousin Matt, and by the way, congratulations, for recommending Buffalo Trace. This is phenomenal, and obviously,
Buffalo Trace.
as you can see, we've enjoyed it. So
Less
yes.
than 2 hours about almost
And most,
gone.
and, most
Very
impor-
good.
and most importantly, congratulations. And
Congratulations. We don't even know what the congratulations is, but
he just had a baby girl.
cheers. Cheers, salud. Cheers, salud.
Yeah,
cheers.
Wait, so your cousin Matty Ice?
No, that's not my cousin. he is not a relative of mine.
Matty B?
Matty Ice is not a relative.
Is that Matty B?
Matty B is absolutely a relative of mine.
There you go. Matty B.
Are all like Matty's white guys?
Matthew is a pretty white name, yeah. I can't think of any.
Yeah,
but then there is Seth Lugo.
I got a cousin.
But he's half Puerto Rican, I think.
He's full Puerto Rican, isn't he?
No.
Who? Seth Lugo?
Yeah.
Nah, he's straight up. He played for Puerto Rico this year.
Yeah.
I mean, no, he could be like quarter and play for them, I think.
That's true.
I mean, you could be half transvestite and play for the LGBT community too, right?
You could wrestle for the women's championship in AEW if you're a man.
Well, nowadays you could, if you want to identify as a woman or a man, you can do that.
That's the world of
You just can't use the bathroom in certain states, but that's God damn, we're racist as fuck, right? And listen, LGBT community, this is all for fun. Comedy Central.
I gotta put the light on to shut these guys up.
You let South Park on the air and you let them do what they do. Let us do what we do. That's what we're saying. Okay, let's get to the next one. Next one, boys and girls. Who do you want right now as a manager, boys? Who would you take? You would take Dusty. You would take Javardi. We got Maddox.
There's so many candidates.
There's a lot of great candidates out there that I would gladly take.
Can I go first?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with 3 candidates that I would like the Mets to have.
No, we want one.
That's too many.
Come on, Joe. Blue.
It's too many.
You gotta pick your top front runner.
Yeah, you want your front runner.
All right, top front runner. I mean, Girardi, obviously.
Okay.
I mean,
it's not obvious.
I mean, no. I think it should be. It should be the logical choice. He's won in New York.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to coach the Mets.
Yep.
And I think
not many people want to do that either. By the way,
he's a leader that is not afraid to bench. Oh shit! Special guest call.
Wait, hold on.
Let's
talk to Maddie real quick. This is unexpected, boys and girls. Just put it down a little bit, cause he's gonna come in.
Maddie, you're on the podcast.
What?
You're on the podcast. You're on the podcast. Say hello to everybody.
Hello, Maddie.
What's
So,
up?
What's up?
Who do you think should be the Mets manager this next year?
Who's the Mets manager next year?
Who do you think should be the Mets manager next year?
Oh, Girardi.
Okay, good. That's a good
We
answer.
were just saying that.
Okay.
Good job,
Are
Maddie.
you guys watching this game, by the way?
Yes, we're watching the game. So give me your comments on the game that you have. By the way, I told
All
everyone
right.
you have money on this game.
This is why I was calling, and you guys are gonna laugh. Okay. So they're showing the kid right now that didn't move the stool. Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what you get for hiring a nerdy ass kid as your ball boy. Okay.
Shouldn't he be a Comic-Con?
Athletically inclined person would have moved the stool, but you hire this nerd who's just freaking who knows computers. Get out of here. You know?
Yo, but hey, Matt, this guy can significantly cost you money here, bro.
No. Yeah.
Listen, man, I like it. That kid helped me out. I got
No, the kid helped him.
Oh, he helped you.
Tampa.
Oh, okay.
No. Matt has money on Tampa, so the kid helped him.
Go Maddie. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're all.
Yeah, I got Tampa with the odds that I'm getting. Come on, baby.
No.
Let's go.
If I tell you what, since I'm already in Jersey tonight, if he wins this money, I'm going up to Edgewater.
Oh, we'd be up in the Edgewater shaking it out at the pier, Maddie.
No, we're gonna be at the Bada Bing tonight.
Pier 115 down there. Oh, Bada Bing too. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys want to come down? Come on down. Let's do it.
I told you, you're fucked.
I'll be there, Maddie. I'll be there. It's only 11 o'clock right now. All right, Maddie.
Sounds good.
Let's
All right,
continue this out.
Pier 115 is like my freaking backyard.
Matt, I'll fucking
Exactly.
I'll call you a little later, all right?
All right, sounds good.
All right,
Okay.
bro. All right.
Yeah.
Unexpected,
Yeah, I like it.
but it went well, boys and girls. It went well.
So he said Girardi as well.
I'm going with Girardi, but my 2 sleepers, I wouldn't mind. That you guys are not gonna make me pick my top 3. My 2 sleepers.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind Beltran.
Which he declined.
Oh
He
no,
did?
he declined the Padres.
No, declined the Mets
You sure?
today.
No, I thought he declined any manager.
Yeah, I think he declined
Oh.
today.
Oh, okay.
Well, he's someone that I would have, wouldn't mind him maybe coaching us. But actually, Luis Rojas,
That I agree with.
Who's that?
He's one of the guys.
He was in the minor league system for the Mets, and he managed a lot of these young guys that are coming up for the Mets. Already.
Yeah, he was like a 2-time minor league coach
Yeah, he's
of
did
the
a great
year.
job too.
Wow.
He coaches the Dominican League, and he actually is this year's Major League Quality Control coach for the Mets.
Whatever the hell
Yeah.
that means.
Oh, okay.
So he's pretty good at
Yeah,
analytics.
whatever that means.
Yeah.
Young guy.
You said who's his father?
His father's Felipe Alou.
Are you serious?
Moise Alou dad?
Yeah. So Moise Alou is his dad. The reason why his last name is different, I think he ended up taking.
We already know what happens in DR.
Swinging that plátano
Swinging
around
that
in
stick
DR.
around.
The Dominican League, you know, it gets hot down
Drinking
there.
that Presidente out there.
That Alou family tree has some long branches.
No, his dad Alou was letting that mongoose sauce all over
There
the
you
place.
go.
That's what I mean.
Yo, that's fun. Yo, alright. So you saying you think he has a chance, or you want him?
Who, Girardi?
No,
Oh, Rojas. I mean, a lot of the Mets higher ups are high on him, but I don't know if they're gonna give him a chance. I think the whole thing about them firing Callaway is because they said they wanted someone who has experience in leading a team.
I'll leave that for later. Who you want?
Man,
We're gonna talk about that.
I like
part.
old school, man. I like Dusty Baker. I would
Dusty.
love for him. The thing is, you know, his issues in the past were with bullpen management, and that's like
Same
that's
thing
our
with Callaway.
issue. Yeah. So you know, the whole time I was thinking Dusty Baker, but now I'm kind of leaning towards Girardi as well. But he didn't do, you know, his bullpen management wasn't that well neither, Girardi.
Okay.
So, but I go Dusty Baker. That'll be I lean.
So now what we were talking about earlier, Lou, was that Girardi is a tough-nosed guy. Now, you know the Will Pawns control everything, and with Girardi's temperament, he probably won't like the fact that the Will Pawns would have their fucking fingers dipped in everything that he's doing. So that might be the X.
Well, we read somewhere today that Girardi said that he's gonna only join the Mets if the Will Ponds allow him to kind of do things his way.
No, if you're
Certain
asking,
extent.
if we're going back to my picks, Joe Girardi was my top pick. Head and shoulders above the rest. Madden's right behind him, and
Who's behind him?
Joe Madden. And like you said, Rojas is my third pick. Dusty Baker, I love Dusty Baker. I've been a big fan of his for a long time, but Dusty Baker's too goddamn old.
Yeah.
This is the thing. This is the
We
thing.
already got Regan too, like
That's
freaking
true,
grumpy
man.
old men management.
The
freaking
senior citizen clinic in the
But
fucking
you know what?
clubhouse.
No, and
Bunch of Bengay in
and
there.
listen, man, the game is changing at so rapidly right now that you need a guy who has his finger on the pulse. Girardi's right there.
No, but you
Girardi's
guys.
won a championship.
Yeah, but you guys said something that's really interesting. It's like the Will Ponds gotta lay back. Can they?
I tell you
When he was with the Miami Marlins, he got into legit arguments with the ownership because the ownership was mingling too much.
right?
You see?
That legit, there was a story, no joke, about the owner sitting, by the dugout, and he's screaming at Girardi to make a move. And Girardi told him, "Shut the fuck up and sit down." I'm
See?
coaching."
This is why we need him.
And he
Why
almost-
would- thank you.
This is why
And
we
he
need
almost got
Yes.
fired for that, but he was right.
Tell you what, that's exactly
his job. That's what you get hired for.
We
Let
need
him do
someone
his job.
who's-
I know that,
We
but
need
are the
someone like
Will
that.
Ponds gonna let him do his
If
thing?
they,
If they don't
bro,
hire
if
him,
you know-
that's up to them to hire him.
So you know what?
Listen, I'm sure they know his history with these types of things. So if they hire him, that's a great sign.
If that's the case, then the Will Ponds, one of them assholes needs to just go and become the freaking manager of the Mets and stop freaking putting their fingers in the game.
And Brody and Girardi would tell Brody to shut the fuck up. When Brody, like you saw her,
Right.
Brody sending messages to
well,
Mickey.
that was supposedly the thing they were doing this shit. That was like they would send fucking Brody and they would tell him what to do and he would tell them what to do
Well, who knows
during the
where
game.
Who knows if it starts from Brody or if it started from the
Right.
Ponds? Who
I mean,
knows?
because they said that about Edwin Diaz, about his
Pitching limit.
his pitch
pitching usage,
limit
yes.
towards the end of the season. It was from upper management.
Well, speaking of Edwin Diaz, it seems like Noah Syndergaard and Diaz ain't going nowhere next year now either.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
I heard they're
and
safe.
also, did you hear what Pedro Martinez said about Edwin Diaz?
Ooh.
Well, I didn't hear that.
What
What
he
he said.
He said that he wants to help him in the offseason. He wants to go. He said he either wants to go to Puerto Rico or have Diaz come to
To DR.
DR and work with him.
I don't know.
He said he doesn't like to. He said that kid has too much talent. He just wants to work with him and get his head right.
That's dope.
And I think Pedro's
That's dope.
been through some of the biggest high pressure situations you
Oh
could
my
put
God.
anyone through.
Speaking of pitchers, what about
He's a 300
David
winner,
Cohn?
right?
He's oh god, he's one of the best ever.
David
What?
Cohn also
Oh,
said he
David
wouldn't
David
mind.
Cohn,
What experience does he
what-
have?
that's
though?
not-
None.
thing.
With David, that's why we
And
hired him.
there's
He
like
said he would
a-
bullshit.
yeah.
No, what David Cohn said was that if they called him, he would. If the Mets called him, he would be interested. Yeah, he'd be
If
interested.
they call me too, I'd be interested too.
Yeah, I know.
Shit, I think we all.
Yeah, but
I'll be a third
I know,
baseman.
I know.
Not to be a third
no,
base
no,
coach.
and I would love for David Cohn to get involved with the Mets in some way, shape, or form. But I don't want him as the manager because I don't want another guy who's never managed before.
Exactly.
Well, this is why, yeah.
Then you gotta experiment for 2 more
I-
years.
I-
for
no,
what?
no, no. Let me tell you something. This Mets team is This is not a team that's is built to last. This team is win now.
Right.
And that's
There's
the key
nobody.
word. You heard the
There's
management.
no one coming up in the farm.
You heard what all the managers are saying now?
Yeah. My thing with
This
this too,
year is win or not. It's
before we
$4.
continue on that, like, what he just said right now too is like, they're not gonna go and hire someone that has no experience. If that's the case, they would have kept Mickey Callaway.
Right.
I think they're gonna go the route of hiring someone who has experience. So it's gonna be either Girardi, Baker, Madden, or even what's his name, Showalter.
Oh, we forgot Showalter. Yeah, I would love him too.
Yeah, but you said something interesting about Buck, though.
Add him to my list too.
Well,
I forgot about Buck.
Showalter coached the freaking Baltimore Orioles
With nobody
and
on
the strong
there.
AL East to 86 wins, 87, 93. You know,
Nah, he's a winner. He's been a winner his whole career.
and that's really no really star players
He's
besides
another hard-nosed dude, man.
besides Adam
No, he
Jones
can take
and
no shot from
Machado. Who else did they really have in that team?
I still think Showalter. Showalter, as good of a manager he is, he's never been able to get over the hump and win that championship.
Yeah.
Even though he kind of got a raw deal by the Yankees in the '90s, whatever. Girardi's done it. Girardi's at that still young enough. He's the guy.
Yeah.
He is the guy.
I agree.
That's tough though, because once again, Girardi, Buck Showalter, hard-nosed guys. Will Pond's controlling, giving up control to these guys. That's gonna be the pull and tug.
But-
right
Listen,
there,
man. If
tug
I'm
of war.
Girardi, if they sign him, they know what they're getting into, so
Yeah.
it's a good sign.
Yeah.
Well, I think you know what.
It's already a good sign that they fired
Very true.
Callaway, because
He can-
don't forget Callaway
Very
has
true.
one more year left on his contract. The Wilpons are cheap. They don't like paying guys that are
That is
not
very
here.
true.
So they're gonna really
They're
go for
gonna be
it.
paying 2 managers next year. That's
I like that.
And
So
another thing too,
they're
before
going
we
for it,
continue,
man.
Good point, Joe.
we're
I
talking
like
about they don't want hard-nosed coaches. When they hired Terry Collins, he had that history of being a hard-nosed coach. When he left
He's
the
old
Angels,
school. I love him though, man.
But he had
So-
no credibility also.
right? But
They
he
figured they could mess with him.
like mold him a little bit.
Mhm.
Little puppeteer work.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I think they're gonna go with the experience.
Do you remember when
experienced
Terry
coach.
Collins got hired? We were bitching because we were complaining. I was at least.
If
'cause
there was a fire Terry Collins rant every other game
he
too.
was kind of a losing manager before
He
that.
was.
He was.
The first few seasons he was bad, but
No, he was a losing manager, but with Oakland and not Oakland, the Angels.
yeah.
Alright, so let's do this. That was good for the Mets talk. That was enough, right? It's not the Mets are out. The Mets are
Absolutely.
fucking sleeping right now playing golf. Or like Joe said, being renovated into a golf course. And
Matty
City
Ice,
Field.
Matty Ice, he knows I'm doing a show. Yeah, he sent me 5 text messages in the last few minutes.
Matty, fucking relax. We're going to your house in a little while, Matty. Alright, so we got interesting story we got here, boys
No,
and
we'll be
girls.
there tomorrow.
We got an Elvis lookalike from New Zealand, which is my cousin. Hey, go check for this guy, find out what the fuck is going on. But this guy,
stay away from
this
that.
guy is stealing fake vaginas,
Easy-
vajazzles,
easy,
let's say.
Easy for you to
Yeah,
say.
I know.
He was stealing fake vaginas named like a virgin,
Mm.
right? And this guy's just he's just doing some weird shit out there. Yo, what's the weirdest shit you ever stole, Joe?
Oh, when I used to work at a deli department in a certain supermarket, big brands.
We're not gonna say it.
No, we're not gonna say it. Ice. Oh yeah, call the cops. So I used to steal from there on a daily basis, but I'll give you the most. I'll give you the.
What were you stealing, Joe?
I'll give you the most the most blatant thing I stole was I had a pound of De Parma prosciutto.
That's a lot of money, right?
A pound?
A pound of De Parma prosciutto.
Damn.
Prosciutto is the most expensive cold cut.
Yo,
I just-
a pound, bro.
Guy's smuggling like he's fucking drugs, bro.
It
Putting on his butt
It
cheeks?
looked like 3 kilos I stuffed onto my North Face, and I got the hell out of there. It was the easiest job. It was the best job I ever had. I put on about 50 pounds that year.
What was the weirdest shit you stole, Lou?
All right, so
Oh, I know the answer to this
You
one.
know, yeah,
oh
you know.
boy,
I do, but I'm not.
so when I was a young lad,
a young lad.
I got around, like Tupac would say,
Oh boy.
and I was in some girl's house. I won't say where.
Oh boy.
Best
But,
story.
I-
In Gun Hill. It
This
was
is
in
the
Gun
best-
Hill. It was
this
in
is the
Gun
best.
Hill.
No. I was too scared to go to the Bronx back then. It was in Queens.
Oh boy.
Pretty much, I went to the young lady's house. You know, we had some cheese and crackers. We did nothing bad there.
Mm-hmm.
But
Some
when
crumpets.
when she kind of stepped out the way, I stole her remote control. I stole her remote control because she was whack, and I spent so much time Not so much time. I spent time that I thought I should have wasted. So I said, you know what? Let me just take away her freaking remote control.
So she couldn't change the
She can
channels?
change the channel.
It's such a
That's so petty, bro.
it's such a dick move.
That's who I am.
Yo, that is so petty. Petty
Now,
move.
that's Louis Grimy. That's where it comes
That's
from.
where it came from.
But
know.
you know what? I never told you guys too. I just didn't
boy.
take that one thing from her. I also took her, you know, the yellow Walkmans from back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I took that,
Oh.
and I took some Dome. So you know.
This guy's a sticky finger bandit from Home Alone. One of the originals. Hey. Jose.
Damn, I can't top that.
God damn, I don't think anybody can top that.
His calling card was a broken punch.
Damn, I can't top that. I know when I was a
The
little
remote
kid.
control is so
Yo, the remote
bad.
control is just.
That is
over
such an
the
inconvenience.
top.
But you guys never asked me what I did with the remote control.
Tom Petty over here, boy.
I can't.
No, well, but I never thought to ask what you did with it, but now I will ask.
What do you guys
what
think I did with it?
You used it in your house.
Yeah.
For what? You had the same TV?
No, I walked out and I smashed it on the floor.
Ah,
That's it.
yeah, okay.
Just,
Okay.
Touchdown.
That's
Right.
just Gronk spiked the remote.
He's grown.
It's terrible. It's
Jose,
so
go ahead.
bad.
When I was a little kid, I used to work at McDonald's. That was
Mm.
one of my first jobs.
What, child labor? What are you little?
Yeah, right, little kid.
I mean, I'm not like 12, but I
Paying
was
them
like
5 cents an
I was
hour.
like 14, 15. And every time my friends would order something, I would just put like 3 patties on everything. So that shit was like, if he asked for a Big Mac, it was like 6 patties. And I would just
Wow.
not give a
so now
shit.
your friends have diabetes.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
basically.
cholesterol and all that shit.
So I would get home with like, you know, like 20 chicken nuggets in my pockets and just,
Oh,
just eat,
yo.
You're like Napoleon Dynamite with the tots in his
Tots,
pocket.
yeah, it would be
Tots.
chicken nuggets.
Wait, did they have the 20 chicken nugget pack back then, or was those only the 6?
Well, Jose created it.
That's what, now we know where they got it
Now
from.
we got the 20
Yeah, they
piece
got it
nuggets
from
from
me,
him.
exactly.
I'd
Oh,
say,
this guy's
I'd say something.
so
When you work in the food service industry, it's so easy to just
It is.
you're
It
well
really
fed.
is.
Oh, yeah.
What about you?
Well, unfortunately, mine wasn't a long time ago, Lou. Lou was with me when this happened.
Oh wait,
What?
hold on.
And Lou knows. We were in...
Is it with statute of
We
limitations?
were in the it's currently up, so I can't say the name. We were at a place, remember? a
Oh,
long time
I know what
ago?
you're talking about.
Yeah. And we were lit the fuck up, Joe. Jose.
Okay.
Fucking lit up. Tits lit, which is the
Literally.
original name of the group. I was sitting there. I didn't know where I was. I've been drinking since like fucking 1 o'clock that afternoon. Mind you, it's 2 o'clock in the morning now.
Yeah, we bought a big Moet Rosé.
Yeah. Brought a big Moet.
I was not there for this.
Big Moet bottle. Chilling, hanging out. And I decided to walk out. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I want to go home. I want to get out of here. I want to go home.
Okay.
And we get outside the place. We're like almost
No,
a
hold
couple
on.
feet from the car.
No, you walked out first.
That's what I said. I said I walked out.
Oh, you said we at first.
Yeah, no, we all walked out. Wanted to get home. Few feet from the car. Big fucking black bouncer just comes running after us. Hey, you didn't pay for the bottle.
Now you missed the story, bro. That's how hammered
And
he
I
was.
got caught.
No, you walked out first, and then you left me in Harlem in the spot
Oh, okay.
for half an hour. We're like, yo, where is this guy? So we finally, you know what? Let's fucking bounce.
Okay.
We went outside, and that's when the guy started following us because he saw we were trying to dip on the
Oh,
bottom.
I see. I didn't even know
Oh,
that.
yeah, because he knew he left, I guess, but
I was
once they
fucking,
saw you two leave.
that was
Yeah.
well, that was one.
Yeah, we paid for
weird-
the bottle and everything.
Yeah, we ended up going. But yeah, I remember we had to go back in, right? They brought us back in. We had to pay
Yeah,
for
but
it.
they
They-
brought it
they
back in
kicked-
by
they-
they brought
they
it back
kicked
in
us
by the-
out
They
for
brought it
good.
back in by
No,
the
but they,
year.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
we went back
joke's
in
on
like
you.
fucking 2 months later. All right, so that was the most petty shit I ever did. All right, so speaking about that, Jose Stats Rivero, you got a stat of the day, my friend. So what is it?
I do. Well, we're going to talk a little bit of NFL and basically the Miami Dolphins, how terrible they are. So I got 2 different stats about the Dolphins. First of all,
It can't be the strip club stat.
no,
In
it's
Miami.
not.
Tailgating.
Well, maybe they should be doing that before the game. So,
Exactly.
first of all, the Dolphins have not scored 1 single point in the second half of any game this year.
Oh,
So, not a field goal, not a safety, nothing.
nothing.
Have they gained any yards in the second half of the year?
I'll dig into that
I'm
more.
sure if you're here and there,
Disgusting.
but
And their point differential, by the way, is ridiculous. There's a couple of other teams that have not won yet. That's the Jets, Broncos, and Bengals. Just those 3 teams has combined point differential of negative 113. The Dolphins alone are negative 137 points.
fuck's sakes.
Right.
4 games only they've played.
That must hurt everybody's fantasy. Like you just, that's horrible. Miami Dolphins need to get excluded from football, bro.
I'm telling you, relegation, man. It should be in
Relegation
the
needs to
States.
happen.
That's horrible, y'all.
Oh,
All right, that was Jose Statuavero stat of the day, my friend.
absolutely, stat of the week.
We should put some music on that.
I know, we'll figure something out.
All right, whatever. All right, so we're going back into football since that's where we at now,
Right.
and we're gonna talk about fucking the Patriots losing their kicker. What's his name?
Steven
Gratkowski.
Yeah, Gratkowski. Yeah.
He's gone for the season with some hip injury that he can't play anymore. So
Really good
the
kicker.
Patriots decided to hire a fucking kicker named this Young Ho.
Young Ho Koo.
He's a young
Young Ho Koo. He's a young ho.
Well, they did
That got
it.
signed to the practice squad, by the
Hey,
way.
he tried out, and Young Ho did
Young Ho did his thing.
his thing. I mean, he didn't make it to the team, but he made it to the practice squad, so they could practice with Young Ho all week. So they're all good.
Young Ho got a job.
Yeah. Mike Nugent, they signed as the actual kicker, but Young Ho's in the practice squad, so
Young Ho's out there getting them reps.
Young Ho gets the shots each week.
Young Ho finally got out of the red light district.
How old is this young ho?
She's young
I'm
enough.
old enough.
Yo, shout out to Young Ho Cool, bro.
Hey, do your thing, man.
Keep doing your thing, Young Ho.
Yeah.
You know what? Like, why? All right, I don't want to be
Yo,
racist.
how did you get into the States with that
Time
name,
out.
though?
I don't want to be racist, but why do a lot of Asian people have these fucked up names like Young Ho?
They don't-
Young
they don't
Chow?
mean-
According to you, I mean, in their
They don't, yeah, exactly. They don't
Dude,
mean what they.
that's the other side of the world is enormous.
All right, can we
They have
delete
one-
that then? I'm sorry, I don't want to.
No, but his name, Young Ho, probably means like David John in fucking Korea.
Yeah.
David John.
There might be a guy over there named Fuck You or something.
That's
or,
true.
Or like his spell show, Fuck You, the
And-
dice player.
You know?
And Young Ho's been around. I mean, he was with the LA
Of
Chargers.
course, I'm sure he has been.
He was the LA Chargers in 2017.
Hey, the whole team?
And, well, and he was actually with the Atlanta
Oh, it's a
Legends.
bomb!
Is it? No, it's not.
No, it's not.
And Young Ho is from South Korea. He's only 25 years old, so he's Young Ho.
He's a young ho.
Shout out to Young Ho.
Do
And
your
today,
thing.
today I'm actually in Fifth Avenue in the city. There was a South Korean parade that was passing by.
Oh, cool.
As we were going to Comic Con. So shout out to South Korea.
And in Comic Con, there was a lot of young hoes too. So
It goes hand in hand. Young Ho's everywhere. Alright, boys and girls. That's fucked up. That's horrible. Young Ho, shout out to you. Alright,
Your siren game is really weak.
Joe, we're gonna get into you and Jose, because you guys are gonna have to lead the charge here, because me and
Yes.
Lou, all we did was see clips of it, but you guys actually saw the AEW,
Yes.
and
Well, what it is right now, it is like we had the Monday Night Wars back in the 90s.
Right.
Now we have the Wednesday Night Wars, but it's not with WWE's Raw or SmackDown. It's with NXT, which is their developmental brands. People want to call it the minor leagues. It's just when they sign new guys, that's where they go to.
Yeah, I don't consider it minor league.
No, it's bad. NXT is badass, and All Elite Wrestling is the new kids on the block. That's backed by Tony Khan, the sort of Amir Khan, who owns Jacksonville Jaguars, who is a goddamn fucking billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
So they got money.
Yeah.
They got a prime spot on TNT. So this is legit competition here.
yeah, huge turnout. I saw the clips in the video.
Yeah.
It's
Dude,
packed.
they're at the
and they were
front.
actually at Comic Con yesterday. You seen Jericho?
Yeah,
the big
Jericho
brawl.
fighting and
Yeah.
and Comic Con yesterday.
Well,
That's crazy.
and if you don't know, the blonde haired dude he was fighting with is Cody Rhodes, the son of
Dusty Rhodes.
the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, baby.
Yeah.
So,
oh shit. Okay.
yeah,
I didn't know who that was.
And Dusty Rhodes is in AEW too, which is Cody Rhodes' brother.
Was that really Dusty Rhodes? Goldust fighting
Yeah.
the other day?
That was Dustin Rhodes. He's not Goldust anymore, but Dustin Rhodes he's here. He had a long career before Goldust as Dustin Rhodes.
Yeah.
All right.
So he's just gone back to that, which is perfect.
He
He's
looked
about
good though.
Stardust.
He looked like he was.
He looks as good as
He does look
I hate
good.
his
Like he
Stardust.
lost weight
no,
though, right?
So Dustin looks as good as he's ever done. He had
Yeah.
he had probably the best match you'll see this year against Cody,
Yeah, they had a match against each other.
which was amazing.
Which was
Oh,
a
my-
ridiculous
I seen the
match.
preview.
And it was
Yeah,
a
it's crazy.
it was a bloodfest, great match.
Yeah.
5 stars, the best match you'll see this year.
Yeah.
And I'm a WWE
I'm gonna
guy.
have to
Yeah.
start watching this shit. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm more of an AEW guy, but I tell you this one. I thought it was a very solid show. It wasn't like the best ever or whatever. It was a super solid show, being its first. I think against NXT would be great competition because a lot of guys in NXT, that were wrestling with these dudes
Yeah.
in like Japan and
Yeah.
Ring of Honor.
They're very similar.
Yeah, so they're very similar.
It's
So
a
it's not
very
like it's
similar
minor
dynamic,
leagues.
yeah.
It's gonna be really interesting. Like I said, I thought the show was super solid. Thought Cody Rhodes was amazing. I thought, and I thought,
Amazing.
well, okay,
I see
not
it was
amazing,
the,
but
the UFC guy that just came.
No, that
Cable
was on
Velasquez,
SmackDown.
that's a
No,
different
that was
one.
SmackDown.
Oh,
That was
Yeah.
Cable
I'm
Velasquez.
sorry.
Which
Did
is
they have like any
No,
storylines in this?
no.
they're adding storylines.
Another guy from the UFC. I forgot his name. Canner or Can't? Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
maybe you're right. I don't know.
He was in the AEW and he came in and body slammed Dusty
Oh,
Rhodes.
at the end.
Oh, at the end. Oh, no. Jack Swagger.
His name's
Jake Hager.
Hager. He's
Jake
from
Hager.
UFC.
No, he's from Bellator, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, but you know, from one of them UFC
No.
fighters.
But he was a WWE big. I didn't give a rat's ass for him because he sucked in WWE.
Yeah,
Oh,
see, I
okay,
wasn't
okay.
following WWE back then when he was
That
on there.
sucks.
I heard he wasn't that good anyways,
Ugh.
but I'd
The
say
worst
this much.
world champion ever.
At the end
Oh,
of
he
the
was a champion?
At the end of AEW,
Oh,
he actually looked pretty good. So we'll see what happens with that.
Right.
But like I said, it's all just developing.
Do
still,
they really
so
suck, or maybe it's because they just weren't given the right opportunity
Who
to,
knows?
to build a character?
There you go.
Maybe.
we'll see.
I
Who
don't know
knows?
how a guy that has that bad of a lisp can develop any kind of a character.
He's the manager.
Shut up, motherfucker! Shut up!
Hey, if a young Hulk could be a freaking kicker for a professional team,
He don't gotta cut promos. Young Ho doesn't have to cut a promo.
maybe he does.
Maybe he does.
No, he don't. He's a full player. Fucking kidding me? He has to kick the ball through the posts, through the uprights. That's it.
That's it.
So it was a solid start for AEW. Let's see what happens for the next few weeks. So we'll see.
No, I love it. I love that there's competition now.
I agree.
I'm a WWE guy. I always will be. I'm loyal. Yeah, I think it's gonna be cool. Sell. I thought NXT had a better show though. I thought Matt Riddle and Adam Cole just tore it up. Candice LeRae and I can't pronounce the Japanese girl's name, but if they
Young
had
Ho?
Young Ho Cole?
young
Oh, she's the champion. She's the first champion, right?
No, it's different.
This
different girl.
NXT is a different one.
Oh no,
Damn it,
I'm
I'm
sorry.
not-
I'm sorry. It's not Japanese girl. Shayna Baszler and Candice LeRae. What am I talking about? They had a great
What?
match.
So who's the Japanese girl?
Shayna
That's
Baszler was
AEW.
Shayna Baszler
Oh,
was
That's
the UFC fighter
AEW?
too.
Okay.
All right, we don't have to go too deep on this, but no,
It looks entertaining,
All
though.
that
It
I'm
looks
saying
really
is that
entertaining.
with SmackDown now on Fox 5 this week.
That's crazy. Yeah.
What?
With The Rock on, you didn't see it?
I mean, I seen previews, but I didn't know.
With the fucking Rock on there?
Wait, is he
G-Man
back?
Show.
Is he back, or you just did a promo?
He ain't never coming back, bro.
Another Young Ho.
Dude, no, he ain't
It was
coming.
just like an intro
Dude,
promo. right?
he's the biggest movie star in the world. He's not taking bumps.
You don't
anymore.
need it, yeah.
Yeah,
No.
he's done.
No,
he
but
got
he
his own
came
production.
back and he gave the people's elbow and he did his thing. It was great.
Yay.
But it was pretty awesome.
He's got money. He's done. He don't
Bro,
need that shit.
why would he want to come back and?
Yeah, no. I
Yeah.
just don't like.
Nah, come on. It's a great time to be a wrestling fan. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. Jay Gruden, real quick.
Jay Gruden?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
his job is basically he just doesn't give a fuck anymore. It's done.
Absolutely not. He doesn't give a fuck. I mean, he's basically getting pushed around by his ownership as well. When it
Washington's what 1-3 right now?
comes- Yeah.
Washington is 0-4.
0-4.
Oh God, they haven't
Wow.
won a game yet.
No, they
No.
haven't won yet?
No.
Wow.
No. They won the.
They
I
are
thought they beat the Eagles. They beat
are
the Eagles the first game of the season.
0-4.
I thought they beat the fucking Eagles the first game of the season.
I don't know. We're going to check on that.
Well, that's
Yeah, they're 0-4.
Oh God.
And then they play the Patriots next.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
so that's why I know, because they're going to go 5.
So he don't give a fuck. He's ready to go. He's going out with a bang, smoke some weed, bang some young hoes, and good to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, you see, TMZ Sports and a couple other places have posted a video of him just hanging out, smoking weed in the streets, and just talking
By
to
the way,
some young chicks.
now what I want to know is where he was.
I'm curious about that too.
Thailand? Bangkok?
They are playing in
Spa
Washington, so I'm thinking it's in Washington.
Gun Hill?
Is that shit legal? Is that shit legal in the District of Columbia? I doubt
I
it.
doubt it.
What's that,
Yeah.
Canada?
No, Washington D.C.
Oh, yeah, it's in Washington, Quebec.
Yeah.
Have another Buffalo Trace,
I
brother.
didn't even hear what he was saying.
That Buffalo
Yo.
Trace.
So
Buffalo- that
what
Buffalo
we're gonna
Trace
do
will
right
get you.
now is get into the word of the day.
Word of the day. Okay.
So boys and girls, this is the
I was
part of the show
dreading this.
before Titsler of the Week. This is the part of the show where I give these guys a word, and they're gonna tell me what they think the word means. Its meaning. All right, guys, you ready? Joe.
Okay.
Yeah, I know the words.
The word is Plumbeous.
Plumbeous.
Okay, I think it's when I'm gonna go by in Eastbound and Down when Will Ferrell said I could feel it in my plums. I think it's when like you could foresee the future. Like you have like you could see into you have the ability to see into the future. You are Plumbeous.
Oh,
That's
okay.
good.
Okay, that's good.
I think okay.
That's good.
I think
So you can
Plumbeous.
feel it in his plums.
See, I think the Plumbeous
Blue is huge.
is a
That was
word.
huge blue.
Plumbeous is a word that was, picked today by the gracious God because we're talking about Jamaica, right?
Okay.
So I think Plumbeous means when the Jamaican dude sees a big fat chick that he wants to jump on, she Plumbeous, man. Right?
That's if that's not the definition, it should be.
That's what I think.
It should be. That's
She
fantastic.
Plumbeous.
That's
I
fantastic.
honestly think you nailed it, man.
Plumbeous.
I
Plumbeous.
can't-
Those ladies, don't even try to tell
I
me.
know, I can't.
Jose, you gotta give us what you think.
Dude.
Put her in the
Just-
bus and
no.
cry, man.
Wow.
That takes the cake right
I
there.
know. How the hell
What,
am I?
Jose, just say I agree with Lou.
I do. I agree with you.
Yeah, because I also do too. Well, what is the
Now-
actual definition?
Plum.
The former. What
Yo,
is the former definition?
Plumbeous means treated with a lead glaze, similar in appearance to a lead. So you feel like it's a lead to something, like it's gonna feel it in your plums that you know is gonna be a good thing. It's a lead.
See how smart I am sometimes? It's tremendous.
I like Lou's one better.
Yeah,
I like loose better too.
Listen,
Yeah.
watch, you're gonna start seeing hashtag Plumbeous and all these Jamaican posts on Instagram.
Plumbeous rules.
So before we get into the tissel of the week,
Oh,
we
man.
have 3 Rangers fans here. We have 1 Detroit Red Wings fan, and we want to say that the Rangers are 0-2. Knock on wood.
2-0.
I mean 2-0. Hey, fucking Buffalo Trace got me going 0-2 over here. But the Rangers are 2-0 right now. Mika, fucking Zibanejad, you look amazing. Keep skating like a fucking champ, boy. Now, title of the week. Who you got?
No. We
Left
start
to right.
Left to right.
This is the week. I got you guys.
Whoa.
Damn, aggressive.
Okay.
Only because, you guys did not believe me about the Mickey Callaway firing. You guys stood by that he was gonna come back because the Will Palms was jacking him off.
Said they were going to win the division.
Jacking and napping.
I mean, I'll be honest. I didn't really think about my tissue of the week this week because I had so much going on.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But yeah, that's my pick.
We'll take the L on this one.
Yeah.
We'll take the L. It's fair enough. Hey, listen.
Put the L's in.
I've done the same thing to you.
Actually, no, I changed my mind. I'm sorry.
Oh, you got somebody?
Yeah, no, I got something.
Something.
Those stupid straws that are infiltrating New York. Those fucking paper straws.
Oh, I hate those
I
straws.
hate
So
those
that's my
straws.
tissue of the week because I bought a lemonade today at freaking Comic Con,
Okay.
and I felt like the damn straw was gonna melt
Yeah.
into my freaking drink.
By the way, do you know
Yeah.
that's one of Donald Trump's biggest conquests is eliminating those straws. He hates those.
Please.
He's like, I go to
Eliminate
I go,
them.
I go, I go to
Like
McDonald's.
the Terminator.
He hates those.
It's like you're being forced to drink your freaking drink so fast before it melts.
I know, it's
Before your
terrible.
fucking
No,
straw
it's
bends in
just-
half
it's
and breaks.
disgusting.
Nah, it's nasty, man.
I know.
What you got?
Mine is actually going to be Mets related as well, but I'm going in a different angle. There's a Mets fan who's suing the Mets because he got hit in the eye with one of those T-shirt cannon shirts
That's right.
because he wasn't paying attention.
He was on his phone probably.
Of course he was.
So his name's Alex Swanson. He's 54 years old. He said that the cotton missile smacked him right in the eye.
Hey yo.
Yeah, well,
The cotton missile.
It's a regular Saturday night for him.
So basically, he's actually suing the Mets.
He lost his eye?
No, he's just fucking red.
Well, let's hope he gets nothing.
How many porn stars got hit with a cum shot in their
Gosh.
eye and never sued?
How
Alright.
many not regular girls got hit?
How many Jamaicans had Plumbeous women jump on top of them, and they not suing them? Come on, man.
Yo, so that is definitely my pick. Dude, pay attention to the fucking games.
Hey, listen. This era is so soft.
So soft, yo.
So
The thing is, the
soft.
guy's freaking 50 years old.
Not
Like,
only
come
that,
on.
pay fucking attention.
Yeah.
What is a piece of cotton gonna do to your eye?
And even if you get hit, who cares? Take the L, put some ice in that shit, and keep it moving.
Yeah.
If he would, I bet you he would have caught that fucking
And I was about to say, he's
t-shirt.
probably more pissed because he didn't catch
Yeah,
that shirt. That's
fucking
what it is.
vagina.
Ugh.
All right, mine's
Sure.
my titular of the week. I actually had 2. but you know what? I'm gonna give you one.
Me?
I'm gonna give you two.
Okay.
The first one.
Wait, I get two?
No, I'm gonna. I'm
shit.
gonna give you. I have two people. I have a quote.
Okay.
So the first one is this lady that got caught. Her son. She went to a doctor. Her son had this rash or whatever, and she took the kid in, and they were like, "Listen, we need the records. Is this your kid? Yeah, it's my kid." Changes the story. No. This is my nephew.
Okay.
Change the story again. They find out this lady got this kid because she traded her 1992 Blazer, Chevy Blazer, for the kid.
How would she do that?
With another stupid bitch that got traded her kid in for a car. And this is not the first time that happened. There's a bunch of them. I typed that shit in. There's a bunch of people that traded their kids in for a fucking car.
Was this like an Alabama
It's just somewhere down Midwest. I don't know, somewhere down there.
Safeway.
Okay, now my other one. It's the fucking lady from yesterday with Ocasio and the Ocasio fucking whole thing.
Oh yeah.
That she was having that meeting and some lady said we should start eating our kids because the world is too congested with people.
Hey, listen, you put some hot sauce on some kids, they're delicious.
You sound like Mike Tyson over here.
From Frank's Red Hot, I put that shit on everything.
Frank's Red Hot.
You put that
That's the truth.
Go ahead, Joe.
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Again.
You know, it's something we didn't think of.
Do we have some Tekashi 6ix9ine music? Put some Tekashi 6ix9ine.
I don't know, one song. But listen, we didn't think of this. We didn't think of this when we were talking about him going to witness protection. How is this guy gonna stay anonymous?
I know.
He's got 6ix9ine on his face and everything else on his face, and he's got over 200 6ix9ines tattooed all over his body.
Right.
So. So there was an article in the paper about this guy's gonna get got. I mean, no matter what he does,
that's what they said in the paper. He's gonna get got.
That's it's in my interpretation. But what they suggested was that he moved to somewhere like Amish country.
PA.
Somewhere PA. So I imagine him churning butter. With a 6ix9ine on his face in Amish country, it's just a hilarious thought.
Yeah, he might become a big famous rapper for them.
He better not become anything famous, or he's gonna get he's dead.
Let him get his own show when he comes out of fucking prison, like everybody else.
Well,
all the TV shows are gonna be on his ass the minute he comes home.
The Amish have their own shows.
Yeah, Amish Mafia.
They have no electricity.
Yeah, well,
they're on TV shows.
Actually, I worked with an Amish person before, and the only way they can have a phone is for work. It's the only way they can have it.
What bullshit is that?
That's the only way for work.
Okay, see.
This new age stuff.
Yeah, it's
nonsense.
exactly what it is.
See, that's Fugazi Amish. Sorry.
That is Fugazi Amish.
I'll tell you what, Amish. Yeah, that's for you.
Alright, boys and girls.
Well, they won't even see this because they don't have electricity, Joe.
True. Damn.
Oh, if they're at work, they'll see it. If they're at work, they'll see it.
Oh yeah.
Bullshit, they seeing it. They're seeing it.
Alright, boys and girls.
I'll buy that for 2 seconds. Yeah, let them know, Luke.
So that is the end of the show. So this is episode 40, boys and girls.
Big 4-0.
Big 4-0 virgins out here. So yo,
speak to yourself, motherfucker.
Thank you. I'm about to go to New Zealand and steal a fucking stolen vagina called Virgin. What is it called? Like a virgin. Alright, thank you for tuning in, boys and girls. Keep fucking subscribing, keep commenting, keep following. We're on Twitter, we're on fucking Instagram, Facebook, Pornhub, all that shit. Right, Joe?
She was a hoe.
Faux show. And that is the show. Peace out, cocksuckers. Peace out.